No.
Nothing.
I'll mute the microphone. I can put it upstairs.
What are you?
I'm not saying anything.
No, it's not that you say it. Sometimes accidentally, I've done it. I'm like,
Can't get grandma canceled.
no, I know.
A cold call.
No, I've accidentally spoken out of school on many times. So that's hence I tell everybody this is hot. Pay attention.
No, I'm going to pack next bag.
You gotta do that, come on.
Yeah, I am there.
Go upstairs.
But the kids are.
Don't touch it. They've seen it.
No, it's not for that. They're going to play.
That's better than hearing what.
Just got done.
Well, no, now if it's only us now, yeah, you're right.
They got back.
My hair's on.
Do you want to take food with you? Are you done?
So are we all going to that side or we should call?
I'm calling it.
Maybe I don't know, 1 o'clock? 1:30?
10? 1:30?
1:30? Oh, we're live. Oh, boy. That must be Leo. That is hot. The microphone's on. Just like that. Oh, yeah. That's live. That looks good, too.
Oh, they're not.
Where are you from?
Dual citizen. She has dual citizenship.
Canada?
And we think, is it China? Japan. You like sushi? I think that's probably.
Baby, you're going to warm up?
Yes. You ready for me?
Should I?
I need a glove and a racket. A racket out there somewhere.
Yeah, we might be seeing a third in South Dakota.
Nice. Who's second?
Well, it'll probably be Robbie Collins first, and Keith second. That's my guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Robbie Collins and Ruben don't scare us.
And we're playing tomorrow with Annie.
Oh,
I think my bird is going to be shot. Yeah. Okay, you'll take it.
What is that? Scarlet.
Morning, everybody. I'm popping in. What's up, Conrad? Conrad's in here. Say hi, folks. Are in the chat. We're testing out our new Beyond the Court software. We have some new software, some new updates. We are also watching right here some good ball on a Friday morning. Mark's back on the court. Welcome back, Mark. I don't know if you guys know, but Mark had a little injury in Portland. What's up, Conrad? There he is. He's in the chat. Happy New Year, buddy. Happy New Year to everybody. We are super excited for 2025. We've got some stuff we've been working on behind the scenes. That's why you probably haven't heard from us. We got a lot of big things doing for 2025. So much. We're going to do a show soon. And we're going to share a lot of stuff that we're doing. But yeah, Mark's looking good. He's back on the court, back at his court there at his house. Look at that overhead. Conrad, you going to be able to get out and get some ball in today? If not, I know you'll be at the Padel courts practicing your racquetball, which is good. At least you have somewhere to hit, right? So yeah, we're messing around with some settings right now. Let me know how everything looks and sounds. Picture should be pretty clear. May have to get one good focus tap on the audio, on the video, but how does my audio sound? I hope it's clear, crisp. How does that court mic sound? Is it too loud? Do I need to turn it down?
That's exactly where I was planning to go. Like, I've seen it, like, driving by. So, yeah, I was looking at another one in here. I was kind of specialized. The thing is, I was planning on just walking because they don't allow you to schedule certain I started in the middle of the week, and they get back. You can't hear me?
Oh, that's great, Conrad. Conrad says has been outside at my one wall in 15-degree weather. Nice. Commitment, dedication. Who else is playing this weekend? Let me know. I'm going to be playing more racquetball in 2025 for sure. I'll be playing here at the Clay Matson Recreation Center in Round Rock. I got my membership renewed over there. We got 4 courts. I'll be playing over there more, and then I don't know if it'll be my first tournament back. I may play before then, but I am going to play in the 2025 World Singles and Doubles Open Racquetball Championships, September 4th through the 7th in Highlands Ranch, Colorado. I'll be playing some doubles there with my buddy SK String King. What's going to be your first tournament for the year? Let me know in the chat. What's up, Michael? So this is a good time for us to test out our new software. We got an update. We got some upgrades. But I'm working on some stuff behind the scenes. Haven't even tried the old camera. We're going to try to buy some new camera or 2. But the software, we went ahead and did the upgrade, and then after that, we just we add to it camera, microphones. So we're slowly getting all this ready for 2025. A cooler interface. We have more graphics, new commercials. We're looking for some sponsors for the show. So if you want to sponsor Beyond the Court, reach out to me or send. Reach out. We'll give you the details. We'd like to have, a couple sponsors. So send Sudsy or I a message, and we'll let you know. You can sponsor a year. You can sponsor a few shows. You can sponsor half a year. But we definitely need some sponsors. As you guys know, sponsors are the key to events, shows. So, all right, let's read some comments because you guys know me. That's my thing. That's what I do. I'm not really a commentator. Some people say, why don't you commentate, IRT or LPRT? Or I just, that's not me. I like to engage with you guys. I like to read comments. And I think that's why we connect so well. All right, let's read this one here from Conrad. Conrad says, because I asked everybody, when is going to be your first tournament this year or your next tournament? Conrad says, I'm shooting for Sioux Falls at the end of this month. Yeah, welcome back. Welcome everybody back to tourneys. I can't wait. It's been probably 3 years, maybe 3 years since I played a tournament. So I got a lot of catching up to do with these ballers right here on the court. Mark and Sudsy and Vero have set a pretty hectic tournament schedule, so I'm looking forward to that, doing some travels. Ooh, let's read Michael's comment. He says, I wish I had a sparring partner like Sudsy or Ellie. Wouldn't that be awesome? I got to find me a sparring partner. I got to find somebody who's gonna beat up on me and let me beat up on them. I can't wait. So Clay Matson, Round Rock, Texas. That's where I'll be playing my ball at. It's right up the road from me. I wish Howard Walker was still around. That was Howard's home club for a long time.
It's not a real stuff.
But it looks like Conrad, if you go to Sioux Falls or anybody else, who else is going to go to Sioux Falls? Mark and Sudsy will be in Sioux Falls, and this is part of the reason why they're balling today. You got to get the court time in. I mean, this is awesome for Mark because he has his own personal court. And then anybody that lives in the area, easy to show up and be able to play on your own court whenever you want, as long as you want. I love it.
Yeah. Apparently said he has the same thing.
Yeah. I wonder where we got it.
Michael says he's going to go where the Japanese guys go, incognito. Yeah, you got to have somebody to ball with. You know, it's nice that those people that live near courts can, you know, meet up with people and get some court time in. But you got to get some court time in. I can't wait. I can't wait. I miss being on the court. I used to play 15 to 20 tournaments a year, you guys. I used to run one of the most successful racquetball facilities in the country, the Maverick. We did about 10 events a year. We did leagues, lessons, kids camp. I've done it all. I've done it all over at that club. Oh, we got a timeout. Let's see if we get some questions in the chat for Suds. Type a question in the chat, and I'll pop it up on the screen. I think I'm going to stay in for one more, but still type in the questions, and I'll throw them up on the screen when he comes out because I know he's going to read them. I'd be curious to know what him and Mark are working on right now. You know, Mark's kind of coming back from just a little bit of a hammy muscle pull. Pulled his hamstring. I don't know what grade it was, but luckily no surgeries. But I'd be curious to know what they're working on. I know what I'll be working on: serving. You know, serving, serve return, and then my strokes. You know, my backhand down the line, my forehand down the lines, my cross courts, keeping my pinches tight, keeping my balls off the back wall, ceiling ball. Noel, what's up, Noel? Happy birthday, Noel. Everybody say happy birthday to Noel, even though it was last week. Happy birthday, Noel. Hope you get to celebrate good. Okay, Conrad. I said questions for Sudsy, not Leo. Just kidding. All right, so Conrad has a question. I love the questions. Why did you stop playing tournaments? I only stopped playing tournaments for one reason. One was, well, 1.5 reasons, but one of the reasons I stopped playing tournaments was because I got so involved into the sport. I was running a club with tournaments and leagues and lessons, and then I got involved with the Texas Racquetball Association, with the USA Racquetball. I started helping other people with racquetball, so my life just got too busy, and it was really hard to go from doing all of these activities, and especially when you're at a tournament and then have to go play on. You know, they're calling you to court too. You know, you're doing a video, you're making a reel, and the next thing you know, they call you to court too, and you got to play, and it just wasn't working the way I wanted it to go. So I was losing, I was frustrated, and nobody likes to lose. So, but I never lost my passion. I played at my highest, probably elite level. Of course, you know, I jump up, play some open tournaments, but never was an open player. Super high elite player, won some elite tournaments. Anybody else? Why did you stop playing tournaments if you did stop? Michael has a comment. I looked up Sawmill Athletic Club yesterday and they tore it down. That was a great club. Sawmill. Where is that at, Michael? I mean, it's no secret we're losing clubs and we're losing courts, but hey, we have to embrace what we have and make the best of it. You know? We all know it. We all know that clubs are closing and we're losing some courts, but I don't want to. You guys don't ever see me talk about that. You don't. I know it's real and I know it's happening, but you guys see me. You never see me wear that. I don't wear that. I love racquetball. You know, you see me at all the tournaments. You see Sudsy and I, so we love it, and I know you guys love it too. George Carr, what club and city? George Carr, my friend George. This is Mark Frank's personal racquetball court at his home. It's in Long Beach, Washington. He's had it completed for probably almost 2 months now. It's a beautiful court. The builder that built the U.S. Open court, the designer and the engineer, he built this court. Obviously, it's not all glass, but the best materials, the best flooring, the best wall, the best lights, the best back wall glass, side wall glass. It's a beautiful, beautiful. It's a solid court. Noel says he did not drink enough cider for his birthday, y'all. Happy birthday, Noel. I know it's not your birthday anymore, but it's birthday for a while, right? And I know you love your cider. Michael has a question. He says, is Ganem still running things? No, Doug Ganem is retired. Doug, one of the greatest promoters and marketers of the sport of racquetball that I've ever known, is retired. Living a good life in Florida. Still keeps in touch with a lot of us. I always message Doug every now and then. Check in with him. Say hello. He is a good friend of mine. So, and I bounce some ideas off of his head. Conrad says, so now you can finally smell the rose. What rose is that? The racquetball rose or the winning rose? Because I want to win a tournament. You know, I'm super competitive, just like you all are. I enter a tournament. I enter to win. I don't enter for fun. I don't enter. I mean, it is for fun. But back the ball around. You know, I want to win my division or divisions. I play hard. So maybe it's the winning rose. Columbus, Ohio. Oh, that's where the Sawmill Club was, Michael. Columbus, Ohio. I played Dave Hamilton. Mike Dennison. Yeah, Mike Dennison. Anybody in here? Anybody else know who Mike Dennison is? He's a baller for sure. That guy could smack the ball. Major ball abuse when Mike Dennison was on the court. Oh, Sudsy, stop it. What was that? He faced forward and hit a reverse no-look backhand off the front wall. Please go clip that. Somebody go clip that.
I think they got it. Or I think you got that.
So, yeah, my first – I may play a tournament before then. I may play the Nationals. No, because that's in February. I'm not going to make that one. But my first tournament will be the 2025 this year, the World Singles and Doubles Open Racquetball Championships in Highlands Ranch, Colorado. That's gonna be my first good, fun, big tournament because I'm working it. I do all the PR and social media for that event. Me and my team, photographers, Samuel, Steffi, John Faust, Ken Fife. We have a solid media team. Sudsy comes down and we do live shows. So put that tournament on your calendar, September the 4th through the 7th, please.
Oh, Oakley. It sounded like you said ugly. I'm like, oh.
Oh, that's cute.
It's a little too basic. Like, there's
Yeah.
so many dogs that are named Oakley.
Michael says Mike was a beast. I believe he's only number 10. Do you know why that's like that, Michael? Because the level of play and the pool of players back then was deep, big draws, you know, big time draws. 3 rounds of qualifying at the U.S. Open. 3. Okay? At least 3 rounds to get into the main draw of 64. That's how thick the level of play was when Mike Dennison was around, and I was there, so I watched him. I watched Mike Dennison play plenty of matches on the back courts there at the U.S. Open.
That was good.
Vamos! Como vamos?
That was game.
A rare missed call by the Suzy Monte.
Oh, no, I guess. Maybe it wasn't.
That's what it's there.
Well, happy Friday, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. This is our first day with our new software we're going to be using. We're going to be doing some Beyond the Court shows this year for 2025. I'm super excited. There's so much to talk about. Guess who you guys want to see on the show? I've got my notepad out. I'm doing some notes. So we're going to make a post about this. But who do you want to see on the show this year for 2025 as a guest? Anybody in the sport? Michael, you had a great suggestion. I'd like to see Mike Dennison, Doug Ganem. I'm going to write those names down on my list. Yeah, with this new software that we have, it's going to be easier for guests to join. So for 2025, we want to have, I told Sudsy, I think we went and looked, and we had over 40, almost 50 guests in 2024. I told Sudsy, I want to double that. I want to hear from more people in 2025. So who do you want to see on the show? Beyond the Court. Let me know in the chat. I'll jot the names down as they come in. Mike Yellen was one of my choices. I want to hear from Mike Yellen. If you guys don't know who Mike Yellen is, he's a former #1 in the world, pro-wise. He was the first guy that I saw visually beat Marty Hogan, and I couldn't believe it because I thought Marty Hogan was like, untouchable when it came to the finals. And I saw Mike Yellen beat Marty Hogan for the first time. So I want to hear from Mike Yellen. Mike H says Hamilton is a great guy. Who's Hamilton? Say hi if you're in the chat too. Where are you guys watching from? It's about lunchtime for me, so I'm going to stay on here for a little while I can figure out some of these new software, these buttons, these captions, these colors, these commercials, and then I'm going to go grab some lunch.
This is the girl I'm thinking of going to though.
Yeah.
David Hamilton. Who is David Hamilton? Old school guy? Does he know who he is? Let's put him in. I want to know who I want to hear. Also want to hear. Who I want to hear from in 2025? I don't think he's ever been on a show. I want to hear from Kevin DeMarco. I want to hear from some tournament directors. I want to hear from some people that are out there making it happen. Kevin really involved. He's doing some stuff at Jewish Community Center. He just ran the last splat. I want to hear from some different people in 2025. Some people that we've never had on the show. Of course, you want to hear from, Kane and Alvaro, and I'd like to hear from Daniel De La Rosa. I'd love for Daniel De La Rosa to come on Beyond the Court. Who do you guys want to hear from in 2025? Who do you want to have on the show? But I want to have some people on the show that we've never had. Coach Sandy Long, I'd like to hear from her. I don't know if you guys know Coach Sandy Long, but she is out there. She is promoting racquetball to juniors, new people. She supports some people. Let's hear what Coach Sandy's doing. What's her outlook for 2025? How many new students did she get in 2024? And how many new players is she going to get in 2025? And if you didn't see it, Team Dovetail has a challenge. They're asking people out there to bring a new, I think it's a new junior to the game. And if you do, they're going to send you some swag. They're going to recognize you. So we want to have all these people that are doing new initiatives for 2025 for racquetball and Beyond the Court. So Kevin's in here. What's up, Kevin? My man, Kevin. We want to have you on the show. Somebody else put some names in the chat. Who do you want to see on Beyond the Court in 2025? We won't even tell them that you put their name in the chat. I'll reach out to them. We'll set it up. We want to get our first 3 months of guests lined up, and we want to have several guests on every show instead of just having like one guest. We want to hear from people. We want to get the energy going, flowing. Let's read some more comments. Hi, Richard. Richard says a new club in Newark, New Jersey, looking for competitive teams to play against. We're a team of 10 collegians. Oh, Richard, we can help you for sure. We have a lot of connections, even in the chat right here. And I'm going to save this message, Richard, so that we can reach back out to you. Oh, look, y'all, Sandy Long is in here. My old doubles partner, Coach Sandy. Coach Sandy says the outlook is looking bright. I was able to start teaching at a rec center in Irving and added 9 new juniors. That's awesome, Sandy. Coach Sandy is so good at what she does. Guys, I've known Sandy a long time. Pretty much all of my racquetball career. I don't know if you know. Sandy is awesome. She's an awesome player. She's an awesome mentor. She teaches the kids on and off the court. So Sandy's doing a phenomenal job. You guys have seen her mainly in Texas. She'll go to Louisiana, but she travels all over Texas and helps the kids, gives away equipment, sells equipment. The money that she sells things from her, the proceeds go to the kids, which is mainly equipment, eyewear. So thank you, Sandy. Sandy, I want to reach out to you. I'm giving you a warning, a good head start, but we want to have you on Beyond the Court. All right. I want to put you in within the next 2-month slot. So within 2 months, Sandy, we're going to have you on. Doesn't have to be for very long. I know some people are like, oh, I'm not good on camera. No, it won't be for very long. We just want to have you on. We want to let other people hear all the good things that are going on in racquetball. Thank you, Kevin. We're all goal driven. So I think if we all have some good goals for 2025, we'll all meet them. So thank you. My personal goals: playing more racquetball, doing more, spreading the message. Kevin DeMarco says the Manias, of course, the Manias are doing an awesome job of keeping players in the game, promoting. You guys heard the big news. Adam Mania, the new vice president of the IRT. Wow. I mean, what a way to start 2025. Michael H. says, Kelvin Vantrease. That would be crazy. Trust me. Okay. Kelvin. I'm going to write this name down. Kelvin Vantrease. I think I know who Kelvin is. Awesome. He's going to be a guest on the show as long as he accepts. Richard says we have 2 courts looking for games. Thank you. Richard, no problem. I will reach out to you personally as well. And Sudsy we'll find you. We'll let some players know where you're at, what you have. That's usually the big thing for racquetball when people want to play. They want to know where and what time. That's it. It doesn't have to be in LA Fitness. It doesn't have to be. It could be anywhere. So, Richard, we'll connect you with some players. Oh my gosh, Sandy said, yeah, she's going to be on the show. Sandy, I was just imagining you going, oh, I don't know. I just don't know. I'll let somebody else do it. But that's awesome, Sandy. So I'll give you a nice little head start. I'll give you a good 2-week notice. That way you can plan for it. It's going to be awesome. You'll spread your message, let other people know about all the good things that you're doing. That's great. Thank you, Sandy. Okay, Conrad sent us a book message. All right, let's read this. Don't know if you know this, but there's a fella who owns 100 acres of property not too far from Canoga Park. Ooh, I've been there. I love that club. I've been there a couple times. a Spanish fellow named Mark, I believe. He's building 5 indoor courts and 2 outdoor padel and pickle. Very nice. I don't know if you know this, but there's a fellow there's a property not too far from Canoga Park. This one named Mark. I'm going to highlight these comments. Like he's building 5 indoor and 2 outdoor pickle. We're gonna find Mark. Got to have him on the show. Richard says, email me. I can, Richard. Could you email me, please, since you're on here and I'm on there and you don't have to give yours out. My email is Leo R. Vasquez, VASQUEZ @gmail.com. Okay. Thank you, Richard. Leo R. Vasquez @gmail.com. We'll put you in touch. Oh, Sandy, that is a great suggestion. We have to have Leon Thomas on the show. Leon is just like Sandy. He is out there spreading the racquetball gospel everywhere he can, recruiting kids, players. Okay, I just wrote Leon Thomas's name down. I know Leon. I've met him. That's a great suggestion. Thank you, Sandy. Leon Thomas for sure. I'm just saying generalized things about what these people do. Of course, I kind of know them, but it would be great to hear it from them. What do you guys think? I mean, I want to hear it directly from them.
That was fun.
Let's put some of the chat up.
Oh, shit. Just broke my eyebrows. Oh, is Leo in there?
What's up, Brian?
What's up,
Hi,
Leo?
Brian. Yeah, Leo's in here. We're blowing it up. What do you think, Suz? We're all here talking while you're playing.
That was fun. Good
Brian.
stuff right there.
Who do you want to see on the show in 2025? Let us know. Let me know in the chat who you guys want to see
Bro, which eyebrows are you wearing?
in Beyond the Court in 2025.
That was fun. What's up?
Thank you, Conrad. Yeah. Give Mark Sudsy's contact info or my contact info. We would love to have Mark on our show and talk about what he's doing, what he's building. This is
good game, right there. This one.
That was a good thing.
You know what it is? I'm gonna start, like, just, depending on what we're doing, what we're playing, I wanna just kind of start getting more drives. I'm gonna have to if not even practice. So. Well, I'm just trying to loosen up a little bit. Spring training.
okay. Let us know in the comments. We've already got some great suggestions. Leon Thomas, Sandy Long, Mike Yellen, Mike Dennison. Who do you want to see? Kelvin Van Treese. Who do you want to see on the show in 2025? Let me know in the comments. I'm taking notes. We've got some new software. Oh, Richard, thank you. I got your email. Thank you.
Ready? Tiebreaker, bro. You gotta get you a win. Me too. Gotta bring Landon or Nick with you. Oh, bitch.
Okay, Sandy. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in, Sandy. I'll reach out to you soon. Happy New Year. She's on her way to teach some classes. Everybody give a nice round of applause to Sandy Long. We love what you're doing, Sandy.
No, that's good.
Thank you so much.
Let's do it.
That's a real instructor right there. Where you going? I gotta go teach racquetball. I love that. I miss doing that. Sandy was a big help with me when I did it, and then once I got it out of doing that and doing less and doing more of the tournament stuff, Sandy stepped up. She teaches kids, new people. I love it. Oh, Brian has a comment. I want to hear from the 3 new USAR leaders. That's a great one, Brian. That is a great suggestion. Highlighted, and I'm going to write that down in my notes. Write that down for sure. Yeah, we would love to hear from the newly formed executive directors at USA Racquetball, Cheryl Kirk, Karen Grizz, and Kristen Watts. That ought to be a good one. I'm sure you guys will have plenty of questions. Hey, there's my friend Bruce Adams. Hi, Bruce. How are you? How are you and Patty doing this morning? Bruce is a big-time baller himself. He still plays tournaments. Played in several of the tournaments that I hosted in Arlington.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna
Actually, Bruce, today's Friday. I know you're retired, and I know you can't remember sometimes, but today's Friday, Bruce. But I'm sure every day is Friday in your world. Kevin DeMarco with a great suggestion. Let's read it. I would like to see a bunch of people that are involved with junior racquetball from different places and see what works for them. That's great. That's what we need. We need more discussion. We need more input. We need to hear what other people are actually doing instead of a bunch of people going to a Facebook group and going, you need to do this and you need to do that. This is what we need, Kevin. And you're going to be one of those people. We want to hear from Kevin. We want to hear from Leon. We want to hear from Sandy Long. We want to hear from event directors. We want to hear from Team Dovetail. Mike Kinkin. We want Mike Kinkin back on the show, except this time not talk about his thunderbolts. And let's talk about all the good things that Team Dovetail and Mike Kinkin are doing out there. So I'm going to add Mike Kinkin to our guest list. Great suggestion, Kevin.
I wasn't exactly researching.
Okay, Tom Marsden, my old buddy back in Arlington, Texas, has a great comment. It says, looks like the camera is sitting inside the court. If so, I think that's awesome. Clear pictures and better sound. Thank you, Tom. We are making some improvements to our production for 2025 for our show. And better quality and better sound is at the top of the list. So thank you for recognizing that. Hope you and the family are doing well, Tom. And Big Dave and the little baby. Hi, Robert. Morning, Robert. Robert, big time baller over in LA County. Yeah, it's okay, Bruce. You're just a day ahead. You're living in the future, my man. You're living in the future, and I love it. Brian O'Melian says, I'd love to have Keith Miner on and talk about his major stake in the IRT and his vision. Oh, see, we're thinking on the same page, and add Mike Kinkin on this as well. I agree. Keith is not really a on-camera guy. Keith likes to be a behind-the-scenes guy. But Brian, I will definitely add Keith Miner to the list. We would love to have Keith Miner. That would be so awesome to hear from somebody that is just living a racquetball dream. I mean, Keith has done so much for racquetball, and it's immeasurable. And now, with his purchase of a majority stakeholder in the IRT, I can't wait to see what Keith has in store. He's got a great team, and I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear, now and next year and in 2 years and 5 years from now what Keith sees. The man is a visionary, so that would be awesome. That's a great suggestion, Brian. Keep them coming. Who do you guys want to see on the show? Who do y'all want to see on the next Beyond the Court? Tell me in the comments. Is anybody else playing ball this weekend or today? I got to go do some drills. I got to get on the court. I got to do some drills first. I got to make sure I balance my drills with playing. You don't want to just drill. Sorry, I'm taking notes on all the great suggestions that you guys offered up. Who you want to see in the show? That's where we're at. Oh, Brian coming in with a hot comment, says he loves to see Vero on the court. She's an unsung hero. She's so awesome to watch. She's so fluid. She moves so well. She doesn't really train or play to compete on the tour. She just trains and plays to compete hard every single time she steps on the court. And I love that. And she's an amazing mother. I've spent some time around Vero and the kids, and she is a mother 1,000% of the time. But then you put her in a racquetball court, and the light switch gets flipped.
That was crazy.
It's so cool.
You didn't see it?
No.
Behind the shot.
Who?
Martine, yeah. Put a mic on Spencer.
Does he have one on?
Huh?
Does he have one on?
No, it's a guy in the shirt.
He usually likes it.
Are you really? That's cool.
Oh, I agree, Alex. Alex, is it Glaros? Glaros. I want to make sure I say it right. Put a mic on Sudsy. Everything he says is gold advice. Yes, I agree, Alex. We're upgrading our software. Well, we did, and we're upgrading some cameras and some microphones. I didn't have a mic to put on Suds there. He may have one there. You know, they're in Long Beach, Washington. This is a live view of Mark Frank's personal racquetball court. I'm in Austin, Texas. So, but good to see you, Alex. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you and everybody. Hope everybody's starting out the new year just right. Brian says, thank you for doing these. It makes me, as a racquetball player, feel connected to the racquetball world. We're all connected, right? We all love the same thing. If you think about that, we all love the same thing. It's not like it's a plate of food where you're like, oh, I like mashed potatoes, but I don't like the green beans. You know, I like the cream corn, but I don't like the sweet potatoes. We all love racquetball. All of us. Every one of you that are in here. Brian, Alex, Bruce, Coach Sandy, Tom, Kevin, Conrad, Richard, Michael, right? We all love racquetball. So I think that's just a cool thing in itself. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the support. That's why we all keep doing it. That's why we all keep watching. All right, somebody type a comment in the chat for Sud so I can put it up on the screen. We'll do Alex's comment. He'll love that. Alex, I'm going to put your comment back up.
Come on that when we're in there and we're playing those matches. I remember because that's obviously recognize that.
Look at these two. Look at these two guys sharing a little strategy where no one else can hear them. I love it. In the court, away from everybody else. See, Alex, this is when we need the mic. Bruce. Hi, Bruce. This is Mark Franks' personal racquetball court in Long Beach, Washington.
No, it depends on the player. But I mean, me, in
There you go. How's that?
I
Mark Franks court in Long Beach.
mean, you guys are, it's pretty cool. Pretty
Yeah, let's not play with rock.
Another one. Hey, you and
Ready?
he doesn't even want to trade it for me.
You guys put in a comment or a question for Sud so I can flash it up on the screen. We'll ask him a couple questions.
I'd rather play with rock. Yeah.
Yeah, I said, babe, I want to start.
Bruce says,
especially
never
if we're
played.
gonna play in that
You know what,
international.
Bruce? I haven't either, but I'm hoping to very soon. I have not
Well,
visited
you
the
were
court
physical
yet,
that match.
but I'll be there.
I'm just-
Guaranteed. And I can't wait. I can't wait to play on that court, y'all. I cannot wait. Hopefully soon. Very soon.
I don't know, what do you think? You know better.
I think we go up and down depending on the round.
playing cards.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate that comment. I love the camera
So,
too. I
Bruce-
like it right dead in the center. We are working on multiple angles and a little bit wider of a lens. We want you to see the whole court. So, Tom, when are you playing racquetball again? Tom, everybody, Tom was a diehard racquetball player. Probably still is. I just haven't been around him. But Tom used to come to the Maverick all the time. All the time. Was played in all the shootouts.
Leo, if you're in there doing that, text me, bro.
Oh,
I
that's
want to know if you're in
right.
there.
You know I'm in
Who's
here.
in there?
You know I'm in here.
This is awesome. This is the cheap one though. We gotta get the 3M one because the 3M one's easier. You like tear it off. It's like on a sheet.
But Tom used to play all the time, weekends,
Tell me
weekdays.
about the
So
court.
No.
I can't.
Miss you,
everywhere,
Tom.
I cringe. Like you ever go to LA Fitness and there's somebody in there doing non-racquetball? I'm like, but I get it. Actually,
I love your comment,
now
Bruce.
business
Bruce
wise,
says I just watched Veronica play at the Mac
You
about
actually
3
want
weeks
to
ago.
use it.
Fantastic player. Had
You
not
just
seen her
want-
play since she
so
and my
people use
sons
the
were
court,
junior.
like baseball.
Wasn't that very cool,
Just can't
Bruce?
throw a baseball, but maybe we can do some balls with tennis or racket. You know. Who knows?
How's your family doing, Bruce? How's Dylan? I haven't seen Dylan. I know, I ran into Dylan at the pickleball courts here
Not open?
by chance. Pan Am Park.
I don't think so either. No.
And, man, he's just as good at pickleball. You know, he's an amazing athlete. So that's great, Bruce. Bruce, good to see you. I don't think I've seen you. Man, Bruce, I think the last time I saw you, we were at the U.S. Open in
Also, Jamie.
Minneapolis. I don't know if you remember that
They wanted me.
because you made a comment about my vest. He thought I worked for an airline. I'll never forget that. That was so funny, Bruce. That's why I'm laughing, and that's why I remembered it. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. New Year's resolutions are already happening. One of them was to play more racquetball in 2025 and eating better. I'm eating so good right now. If you guys follow me on social media, you've seen it. Avocado, egg whites, multigrain toast, blueberries, steel cut oats, chicken, salmon, more water. It's happening. It's happening for me in 2025. So join me, eat cleaner, eat healthier, play more racquetball. That's the way to live, right? It's the only way to live.
Trying to do a basketball.
Have you ever seen the Nacho Libre?
No.
We watched it last night.
For a year.
If I was gonna look basketball,
Bruce checking in says Dylan is doing great. That's good to hear. Yeah, I knew they were him and Annie were going to have a baby. I just didn't know when. And he says my son Sam and his wife Hannah had a baby girl too. Wow, that's awesome. That is so awesome to hear, Bruce. You got some great kids, man. I haven't seen Sam. Of course, I don't get to travel much up north anymore, but that's great to hear, Bruce. You got some great kids. Oh, good times, Bruce. Good times always, my friend. We'll see each other soon, I hope. I'll be coming up north. I was going to go to Portland, but it just didn't work out. I wish I would have went, and if I would have went, Bruce, I would have flown Alaska. Everybody fly Alaska Airlines. for tuning in, chat. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, we're testing out our new software for Beyond the Court this year. We got some new upgrades to our streaming service. We're super excited to have something new for 2025, and then we're working on cameras, some microphones, more guests. I already have a list that I'm making here. Can I go over it really fast? Put it in the comments here. I'll put this up here. I got my list out. Here's what I got so far that you've suggested. We have some other people that we've already have scheduled to be on. Mike Dennison, Doug Ganem, Coach Sandy Long, Leon Thomas, Kevin DeMarco, the 3 new USAR executive directors, which is Cheryl Kirk, Kristen Watts, and Karen Grizz, Kelvin Vantries, Mike Yellen, Mike Kinkin, Keith Miner, and some guy named Mark that Conrad suggested that is building some racquetball courts and padel and pickleball. You know, speaking of building courts too, you know who I would like to hear from is Randy Root. Randy Root. I'm going to add Randy to my list right here. Guys, if you don't know Randy has been a significant contributor and donor and supporter of racquetball with the LPRT, with USA Racquetball, made a huge donation right at the end of COVID, made over $100,000, wrote a check for over $100,000 to USA Racquetball. Then went out and built the Tree Farm. It's a mega complex. He's got 2 long wall outdoor 3-wall courts. He's got I think 1 wall outdoor, an outdoor pickleball and an indoor pickleball. So he is not done. From what I can gather. So I want to add Randy Root to the show for 2025. I would love to hear what inspired Randy to build this complex, build these courts, and see what his vision is. I bet he's not done. All right, Bruce, take care. Good seeing you. Please tell them I said hello and tell them that we had some laughs online. We'll see you soon, Bruce. Michael says, get Mike on. I will definitely show. Which Mike are you talking about, Michael? Let me know. I want to make sure I get all the mics right. We got several. Ooh, that's a good one, Mike. Tim Doyle. Let me add him to the list right next to Randy Root's name. Tim Doyle. Yeah, Tim Doyle. Doyley's a friend of mine as well. I haven't heard from him in years. Usually would see him at US Open and big events, but we would love to have Tim Doyle on the show. Talk about that big drive serve. Remember that? He did a tutorial in one of the magazines. It was called The Monster Drive Serve. I remember I got to play with Tim. You know, he used to come out to the Maverick and do some E-Force exhibitions and demos, and we'd get to hit and play before everything kicked off. And Tim's like, "Why are you hitting so many ceiling balls?" I was like, "Well, I don't really know. I mean, I'm going to teach you to never hit another ceiling ball against me." And he was right. So great suggestion. Let's get Tim Doyle on the show. Speaking of old pros, anybody else have any old pro names they want to kick out that you'd like to have on the show? I mean, we've got a lot of current ones. You guys know we're friends with all of the current pros, but any other old pros that we could probably try to reach out to and get them on the show? Michael says he has He had a bag of tricks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I knew about a couple of those tricks. I used to see him too. Do them on the court. Tim Doyle's a great player. Loved watching him play.
4 years ago. Huh? 3?
Okay, you guys help me out on this one, because if we get enough yeses in the chat, I'll convince her to go look. But if you're watching right now, you have to help me with this.
Freaking sliders.
Because if I say it, it's just like, oh, that was nice. But are you ready?
I wanted a really filthy 12.
I would love to see Veronica on Beyond the Court. What do you guys think? Let me know. Put yes, Veronica, or yes, have Veronica on the show. Put something in the chat for me, you guys, and I'll make sure that Veronica can see it. But I would love, Veronica's never been on Beyond the Court. She'll do a wave, or she'll be in the background. But let me know in the chat if you guys would like to see Veronica on Beyond the Court in 2025.
Sacred number.
Charlie Pratt, yes, Charlie Pratt. Let's have Charlie Pratt. Is that who you're talking about, Michael?
That's what I'm talking
I'm gonna put Charlie Pratt right next to Tim Doyle.
Part of the trip, the reason I got injured is because I had posted Willie's really bad.
Okay, I got one yes.
Yeah, if I had worked at that really hard, it really got
We got one yes. If you want to see Veronica on Beyond the Court. Hi, Eileen. Eileen says yes. Yes to Veronica. Let's get Veronica on the show for 2025 Beyond the Court. I would love to ask her some questions and let you guys ask her some questions.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really work.
Yeah.
I hit the ball hard, so.
If I had worked at mobility, I would have not got injured. But too late now.
You can always free agent.
And no one wants to watch that college.
What are the?
I still have eligibility too.
I was gonna say, you do. Bro, Brad.
I think I have 4 years.
I'm pretty sure you have. You probably did such a
Wow. Did you guys see that shot by Veronica?
Yeah,
Amazing.
But
Did you
Right
finish
corner.
out?
it was COVID.
Front court rollout.
They gave it back. So I didn't lose it there. And then
Postgrad, you're fine.
I redshirted and then injury default or whatever. Not injury default.
I like it. 22.
24.
24?
Yeah. You didn't know it was 24.
No.
Yeah, I'm still here, y'all. I'm just taking some notes. I'm adjusting some settings here for the audio. But luckily, I got something to throw the camera up. You guys can watch them ball for a little bit.
Ask you that question. What's the pretty
Hope you guys are excited for 2025. I know we are. We got a show guest list that's already, gosh. If I had to get, well, I could probably, let's see what we got here. 36. We already have 36 guests on our list for the first 3 months. 36 guests. Happy Friday, everybody. Leo here, just tweaking some things in the background, asking y'all some questions. Hi, Jesse. Jesse has a great one. You know, Jesse, I don't even know if we've had this guest on the show in a while. Samantha Salas.
Kibble.
Let me write that down. Right next to Charlie Pratt. Samantha Salas. Wow. You guys have thrown out some big time names today. That would be so cool to have Samantha on the show. All right, so who we got so far? Mike Dennison, Doug Gannon, Coach Sandy Long, Leon Thomas, Kevin DeMarco, the new USAR Board of Directors, Cheryl Kirk, Kristen Watt,
Watch 4 games.
Karen Grizz,
They're tied, right?
Kelvin Van Treese, Mike Yellen, Mike Kinkin, Keith Miner,
I should be.
Mark, a new court builder in California, Randy Root, Tim Doyle, Charlie Pratt, Samantha Salas.
You beat us 15-3 that third game.
You guys lost 15-3.
Yeah, that was the worst thing got beat.
I'm working too, Jesse. Who else is working today? I'm working from home,
There's no such thing as
working on some Beyond the Court things, working on some Frank Hotels information, doing some group travel. Hey, while I have you guys here, if you work for a company or you know somebody that might be interested in working with Frank Hotels, we want to offer them a discount code. Reach out to me, send me a private message and let me know. Help us keep our Frank Hotels racquetball relationships going. So if you know anybody that has a small company, a big company, a medium-sized company, send me a message and I'll reach out to them and we'll provide them a discount code that they can use for their company, for their employees, for their families. But we're trying to increase our group travel relationships between Frank Hotels and racquetball and you guys. So thank you. If you have any leads, send them my way.
Could be.
I think it'd be hilarious.
It could be.
I want to see it so
You
bad.
good to play one more?
You're a menace, dude. You're diving everywhere. I'm trying. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, that's fine.
What are you
No, we'll just do it. I won't even. Just walk on the court and I'll go in. Yo,
You're gonna swap the teams up? That's crazy. That's awful. No, you're gonna play after this. You're gonna play. So that's gonna be you and that versus it's
no, I gotta have something. He's not good. Pop sucks. I've seen it all day.
My shoulder's popping. I don't like it.
Jesse, Eileen, everybody that just made a comment, when is your next racquetball tournament? Let me know in the chat. Michael, Bruce, when's your next tournament? Or when's the next time you're going to play some racquetball? I'm going to play probably this weekend. I think I'm going to play Sunday over at Clay Matson Rec Center. I'll be there hitting some balls around, doing some drills. And then I will be playing in the World Singles and Doubles Open Racquetball Championships in Highlands Ranch, Colorado, September the 4th through the 7th. I can't wait.
My points are off misses, so. Here's the balls.
Hi, Johnny. Johnny G says, nice court. Is it finished now? Fun to watch. Thanks for streaming. Thank you, Johnny. Yes, the court is done. There's some things around the court on the outside that Mark is probably finishing up. You know, it's basically a health club inside there. You know, it's got showers and meeting room and a kitchen and some office rooms and everything in there. A little weight room. But the court is finished. Working on maybe some additional court decals. But yeah, court's done, and it looks amazing. It's so beautiful. Thank you, Jesse. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Jesse, to you and your family. I hope you and the kids had a good time bringing in the new year. Thank you very much. Happy New Year to everybody. I hope everybody is having a great start to the new year. I am. My goals, more group travel for Frank Hotels, more Beyond the Court live shows, more racquetball. Like I said, I didn't play any racquetball hardly in 2024. I would go visit Sudsy. I would just hit with him and Veronica, or hit at the club if we played at a tournament. But and I'm eating better and cleaner in 2025. If you guys follow me, you've seen it. So set some goals. They don't have to be New Year's resolutions. They're goals, because goals are attainable.
Do it again. I think she's warm, dude. Something tells me she is more than warm.
Hi, everybody. If you're just tuning in, we're watching.
I'm curious, it's the skinny white kid with curly hair that's saying this.
We're watching from Mark Frank's home court in Long Beach, Washington. I'm in here messing around with the new software that we just got upgraded and improved. Got some new features. So we figured this would be a good time. Turn on the camera, start tinkering with some things before we actually go live. That's Stalker 571. I don't know about cheap viewers on stream. No. Oh, thanks for the question, Michael. I just started, so we'll ask Sudsy some questions. I want to say hi to some people watching online. Oliver, Jason, Nathan, Marvin, Neil, Bernard. Hi, everybody. Hi, David, Arturo. Hi, everybody. We're watching Sudsy Monchik, Mark Frank, Veronica Sotomayor, and is that Brian? Can't tell.
The one right. Where?
And And if you haven't already, say hi if you're in the chat. If you're new, if you just came upon this stream new and you have some questions about racquetball, type them in the chat. We've got a lot of group experts in here today. Anybody in the chat can answer questions about serving, playing, hitting, practicing, drilling, competing. So if any questions about racquetball, type them in the chat. We'd love to answer them for you. Only going to be on a couple more games, and then we'll end the stream. We just wanted to come in here, test it out,
The Silk Road boy?
and taking notes on who you would like to see on the show in 2025. Here's my list already, just from you guys. We already have a list that we put together with some big-time guests. I don't want to reveal them quite yet. But you, in the chat, have suggested you want to hear from Mike Dennison, Doug Ganem, Coach Sandy Long, Leon Thomas, Kevin DeMarco, the new USAR board of director or the new executive directors. You also want to hear from Kelvin Van Treese, Mike Yellen, Mike Kinkin, Keith Miner, Mark, a court builder in California, Randy Root, Tim Doyle, Charlie Pratt, and Samantha Salas.
Oh, yeah, it's on TikTok. That's great.
Those are some big-time names.
From TikTok.
I feel bad for the TikTok guy.
What TikTok?
The Singapore guy, honestly.
Thank you for the question, Jesse. I'm going to star that for Sudsy.
They keep asking me, like, yo, are you part of the Chinese Communist Party? I was like, I'm a Singaporean. Are you part of the
Jesse says, Sudsy, when will you be back in Florida? I have a head racket to be signed for a friend of mine.
I'm Singaporean.
I'm from an entirely different nation.
Ted Cruz. You like Ted? Isn't he Texas's governor?
Yep.
I thought he was gonna run for president.
Yeah, he did.
Also,
He didn't make it past him.
He was a delegate.
there's plenty of people involved in CCP that are. His question wasn't valid just because he's from a different country.
So, do you have a Chinese passport?
He probably got a reason for asking that.
Oh, it wasn't Ted, it was some other senator.
Look at that, Michael. I text Sudsy. I'll let him know. All right, let's say hi to some people that are logging in. James, Boris, Steve, Lee, Patty, Torre, Maxine. Wow, this room is filling up. Ron, Patricio, Jim. Hi, Paul, Julio Cruz, Israel Perez, Andrew Diaz, Doug Bracken, Brandon Hooks, Brent Sobel. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to Beyond the Court. This is kind of a test live stream for us.
I've had enough structure.
Yeah.
Circle is my favorite tradition. I'm like clockwork. It's everywhere around.
Who's winning?
They are subject by two. See.
I'm just sitting here watching y'all, just like y'all. I'm just sitting here also thinking how wonderful it is to have a court at my house, right? Walk outside, there it is. A court right in your backyard. I love it.
So it switches serve after after the first one. And then once everybody serves on that team, then switch.
All right, who else in the chat would love to have a racquetball court at their house?
Solid gas.
Me.
Solid
Me.
What are those? 'Cause
Me.
Service box.
Me.
Serving spots?
Service
I mean, is that even a question?
So if you're not serving, you're gonna be in.
Should be a statement.
So what about the middle one then?
What about the middle one?
You can stand there?
I want my court just like Mark's too, back wall glass. Even though you can't see it,
That's
it's
the one closest to the wall?
I think it's about 8 feet up, 8 or 10 feet up, back wall glass,
Okay. So the little middle line. Okay.
and that little side glass window.
Short line, so serve it has
Who else wants a racquetball court at their house?
No. Not that.
Oh.
Me.
Those have to do with service rules, and the far ones are for doubles.
Jesse says I sent you a picture of the racket. Okay, let me check.
Partner has to be in the serving.
Oh, I just got it, Jesse. The Typhoon,
So
the TI Typhoon. This is awesome, y'all. It's a picture. The head cover has a picture of Sudsy diving for a ball with the head TI. Jesse, that guy needs a grip, though. If I'm looking at that racket real good, he needs a new grip. Bad. Love it.
It's after they hit. Or something like that. I'm not super clear on the rules, to be honest.
Oh, I see a little bit of the glare on the glass. I just noticed that. It didn't seem like it was as bad earlier, but I do see a glare spot. So we'll get that fixed. That's probably right out the door, off the back wall, and then the door or the window.
That was not a good shot to me.
Jesse, we're going to have to get an autograph and a grip put on that.
And
I'll tell you what, Sudsy grips it, or Sudsy signs it, I re-grip it. If it's a wrap grip, I'm the best. I got a technique that makes it look just as good, and if not like the factory, nice and not too tight, but tight enough. I'll go up against anybody putting on a wrap grip and a racket.
He was right in front of
I didn't see that.
And a rubber grip. I use light contact cement on my rubber grips. I don't use WD-40. I don't understand that concept. Why would you put WD-40 lubricant to get a piece of rubber over a handle that you don't want to move? I never used it. I never got into that. I didn't understand it. A lot of stringers will use WD-40. I don't.
did you say low battery?
Yeah.
I would either
Did you say
use.
cancel?
I just hit low power mode.
I don't know if you should. Can you cancel it?
him. Yeah, you can turn it off.
Low power. No, I don't want you to shut it off. Is it still live?
Yeah, it's still
Oh,
live.
Yeah,
so leave it.
yeah, we're still live. You better not shut us off.
Yeah.
We'll keep going till the battery goes. We almost got shut down, y'all. I've used soap and water
Yeah, that was my turn.
for just a little lubricant to get it over, but usually contact cement, soap and water. I've even used hairspray, but never WD-40. Never.
Should have been there, but even if it doesn't, that's not bad.
Great idea, Jesse. Tint the front door or put some shades on it. Just something to block it out.
You still plan even in swim? You still plan even in swim?
Okay, so he's telling me the battery is low on the iPad. So before we go, I want to know, who do you want to see on the show for 2025 on Beyond the Court? On Sudsy's Beyond the Court show that he and I do. Who else do you want to see on Beyond the Court? Type it in the chat. Give me some names. Oh, I got to add Veronica to my list. I'm going to put Veronica Sotomayor right next to Samantha Salas. That was the last one given. So Veronica. So we got Mike Dennison, Doug Ganem, Coach Cindy Long, Leon Thomas, Kevin DeMarco, the new USAR executive directors, Kelvin Van Treese, Mike Yellen, Mike Kinkin, Keith Miner, Mark, a guy that built some courts in Canoga Park, Randy Root. Randy, I want you on the show, bud. We want to know why you built that tree farm complex with the courts. Tim Doyle, Charlie Pratt, Samantha Salas, and Veronica Sotomayor. Who do you all want to see on the show for 2025? We want to have some new guests. We've got some new software. We're working on a new format. We've got some goals for 2025. I think we had close to 40 guests in 2024, and this year we want to double that. We want to hear from more people. Did I write Kevin DeMarco? Yeah, I wrote Kevin DeMarco on my list. So we're setting some goals. What are your goals for 2025? What are your goals? Mine is to play more racquetball, which I will be in 2025. I'm going to eat cleaner and better in 2025. I'm cutting out a lot of sugar, eating a lot of healthy fruits and vegetables, less sodium, more fish, tuna, chicken.
This is like putting me in the World Series.
She's not gonna play like that when you're.
She's still missed out like that though. She's gonna play like at a solid 5%.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Jesse. Yeah, Randy definitely does it to bring the people together. He loves racquetball. He's really more of an outdoor, connoisseur type. He likes the outdoor. He loves being outdoors. But some other questions, that we want to ask Randy: what his vision is, what the future is for the tree farm. What his plans are, because Randy is always raising the bar, doing something a little bit more. So be curious to hear from my friend Randy. So Randy, I know you're probably working, but I'm going to be reaching out to you. We want to have you on Beyond the Court. Who else you guys want to have on the show? Who do you want to hear from? Let me add some more names to the list. You guys keep me busy, because I'm going to reach out to these people and let them know that their presence has been requested.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just still
What's one thing? Ooh, behind the back. Love that. I said, what's one thing you want to work on in 2025 for your racquetball game? Name one thing in the comments. I'll tell you what mine is. Mine's going to be my down the lines. I'm going to make sure that they're clean, that they're 2 inches off the front wall, 2 inches off the side wall. That's going to be my goal for 2025 is to make sure that my down the lines 2 inches off the front wall, 2 inches away from the side wall. Perfect. That's how I want to hit them all. So what are you guys shooting for to improve your game for racquetball in 2025?
12, 14.
Mine will be the shot, the down the line shot.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Doesn't it? Huh?
How he built this court.
That's crazy.
That's enough. Go get him.
Nice little ball.
Yeah,
Glasses
of
in your house.
course. So let's see.
Do you have a glove? She has a glove.
Yeah.
You're gonna see it there.
Baller, constant and competitor. Mark. Okay. Oh, nice. A new one? Are you special?
No, so it's better.
Jeez. Get in there, woman.
Slowly.
Yo.
All right, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. We're out of here. Leo, you in there? If so, you want to take us out? I don't know if you. I think you're in there. You could end it if you want, or you can stay, whatever you want.
Okay, everybody, before we go, type your quick question in the comments. What shot do you want to improve in 2025? And we'll end with that one. We got some people warming up on the court. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, send me a message if you want a guest to be on Beyond the Court for 2025. We want to hear from you. We want to make this the best year ever. So leave us a comment. The comments were great today. We appreciate it. We love you guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great Friday, a great weekend, a happy new year, and we will see you all soon. Okay? Love you guys. Happy New Year, everybody.